morning, Rock Falls High School. I'm Todd Tucker,
And I'm Diane Simmons.
and this is the Rocket Update. Today, I'm going to bring you the international and national news. Our first stop is in Turkey. Yesterday morning, Turkish warplanes bombed Kurdish settlements in the eastern regions of the country. Tension has been mounting between Turkey and the Kurdish officials. The Kurdish officials in Turkey have been trying to attain peace, but have failed. The Kurds have been protesting and damaging more than 1,000 buildings, mostly Turkish government buildings. 38-year-old van driver killed a police officer today and injured 13. He then got out and began attacking passersby with a crowbar. Police shot him to death and identified him as Janan Assad of Druze. Several victims are in critical condition. The chain of attacks in Jerusalem have been going on for 2 weeks. Palestinian drivers have been plowing groups of Jewish pedestrians, killing even a 3-month-old baby. The government has added 1,300 police officers to the police force to try to keep the peace. I bet all you Rockets have been loving the low gas prices, but low oil prices have sent chills through the oil industry. Oil has plunged from $107 to $79 per barrel in June. Low oil prices threaten drilling communities and people in the United States that depend on the oil drilling. High oil prices fueled companies with the profits and the investor cash to buy land, drill rigs, and develop new technologies. $20 per barrel drop means that $170 million is lost in revenue every day for the U.S. oil industry. Triad Energy, based in Oklahoma, ran 2 rigs, but in recent times the operating cost has been too high, so they have shut them down. Alright, let's move on to the Big Apple. The Silvery 1,776-foot tall skyscraper opened Monday. The cost $3.9 billion, and it's 104 stories. Currently, Condé Nast magazine occupies 25 of the 104 floors and has 175 employees. The New York City Fire Department worked with the engineers to construct a building with more safety while also utilizing new construction techniques.
Michelin tire.
In local news, an Amboy woman came across a car that was flipped on its hood and totaled on Route 26. And that's when she saw a woman waving her arms and screaming for her baby for help, even when later they found out that she had a broken back. Tina Kosh looked in the car, and there she was, little Dixie K. Maves, just barely 1 year old, hanging upside down in her car seat. Tina Kosh reached inside and carefully unbuckled the baby's car seat and swallowed the little carrot-top child in a blanket before settling her in her car with her own son, while she called 911. Dixie K's dad, Carl Maves, had been driving the car out delivering newspapers on Route 26 near Union Road with his wife Sarah when they lost control and flipped the car. The Sterling family had been stranded from anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours. Paramedics arrived at the scene and told Tina Kosh that if they had been there for 40 minutes longer, they might have all died of hypothermia. Both of the Maves were flown away in a helicopter to OSF St. Anthony Medical Center. Not a single car passed on Route 26 during that event. Carl and Sarah Maves were still listed in critical and serious condition respectively on Thursday afternoon. Dixie K was taken to KSB Hospital for minor injuries, a cut above the eyebrow, and a bruised liver. Sterling Fire Department subject to scam. Despite some phone calls to the contrary, the Sterling Fire Department is not soliciting donations from the public. The department warned in a news release. Fire Department Captain Matt Laughlin said a woman complained Tuesday that she had been called by someone who claimed to represent the department and asked for $25. The woman took the caller's phone number and called the department. The department never solicits funds from the public because it's funded by tax dollars. It sometimes does take donations for fund, which pays for flowers and other things in case of a death or an illness, within the department. Anyone contacted by a person who asked for donations on behalf of Sterling Fire Department should call Sterling Police. No one was in custody Tuesday after 3 people were stabbed, 1 critically. All 3 victims were taken to CGH Medical Center for treatment, but no names have yet been released. The fight that led to the stabbing happened about 9:14 p.m. on Monday, which the police got a call to investigate a report of 2 people arguing in a brick apartment building at 6th Avenue and 12th Street. None of the people involved appeared to live in the apartment where the stabbings took place. The fight was not gang-related or drug-related, Chief Ron Potoff said, and it apparently involved a personal relationship. Potoff said the fight began inside the apartment building before moving outside. In state news, the longest wait in Rockford for polls was about 45 minutes long, officials say. Illinois' experiment with allowing people to register to vote on election day ran into bottlenecks in Chicago, leading to lines of hundreds, including at one polling site where the last voter didn't get to cast a ballot until about 3 a.m., but others just gave up. Some people wondered how a process that's been done in other states for decades could have gone so badly. State lawmakers passed legislation in the spring to allow same-day registration as a trial that could possibly be made permanent in the future. Rather than encourage people to procrastinate, the measures are intended for those who have recently changed addresses or who do not realize that their registration information was not up to date. Rockford authorities also had difficulty keeping up with about 50 still in line to register when the polls closed. Governor Quinn and new Senator Rauner attend the ceremony, and the governor makes his first public appearance since conceding the election. An event honoring a Chicago alderman who was awarded 3 Purple Hearts and a Bronze Star drew the state's top elected officials on Tuesday, including Governor Pat Quinn. He didn't interact with Rauner, who attended the event but didn't speak. Neither addressed reporters. The ceremony, which included a wreath laying at a Doughboy statue, performances by the U.S. Naval Academy, Women's Glee Club, and a 21-gun salute, honoring retired Alderman James Balser, who has been vocal on veterans issues. The U.S. Marine veteran was awarded 3 Purple Hearts and a Bronze Star for heroism during the Vietnam War. The Republican thanked veterans and Rauner, who was sitting in the audience. Rauner is a venture capitalist from Winnetka who's donated money to the Chicago organization helping veterans over the years. He'll become Illinois' first Republican governor in more than a decade. The Chicago event coincided with commemorations statewide, including a veterans ceremony at Bellevue's City Hall and a parade in Springfield.
J's on my feet, you know it. J's on my feet, you know it. J's on my feet, you know it. So get like me. J's on my feet.
Hi, I'm Chad Buchanan, bringing you the Rocket Update Sports. Rock Falls High School football team has opened up 5 new coaching jobs with their 0-9 season this year. Not looking too good out there. Coach Burge will not be coming back next year with 1 head coach position opening and 4 assistant coaches coming in. At state this week, Rock Falls cross country team, they did pretty all right. Seth Williams and Braden Hamlin were both projected to get top 15, and Seth Williams got 8th place and Braden got 22nd. He was experiencing cramps throughout the whole race. And Sterling volleyball team did really good in sectionals, paved the road against Lincoln. Kaylee Martin, the star of the match, with 11 kills, 6 digs, and 2 aces, and Jay Borum with 8 kills. And then they lost in super sectionals against Joliet Catholic, but it was also their first sectional championship from Sterling since 1981.
I reach out and touch.
Hi, I'm Ollie this is your 7-day rocket weather. Today we're going to start off with a high of 29 and a low of 10. Into your weekend, we're going to have on Saturday a high of 28 and on Sunday a high of 33. Into your work week, on Monday we're going to have a high of 37 with a chance of snow with a low of 18. And then into the end of your work week, on Thursday it's going to be a high of 42 with a definite chance of snow. As you can see here, the north of America is experiencing some really, really cold weather. But as you see, if you from about the southern half of California all the way up to the southern tip of New York, they're experiencing some warmer weather. And if you look at Florida, they're experiencing the highest weather of all.
That's all you needed. That's all you needed.
Yeah. I have everything else.
Except for, alright, now let's move on to the Big Apple.
Yep,
So you're
that's
about to be wearing your sweatshirt to say that.
maybe I'll like change the color of it.
What?
But couldn't get past super sectionals, but they sure did good in sectionals, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm not good at this. We're redoing this. Like, I don't even know how to talk like to the camera. Like, I don't know how to just keep stuff going. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
You know, this is like all recording on this iPad right here. And this is going to go in the bloopers. And when the audience, when we present this on whatever day, they're going to hear it. Monday?
Yeah,
Wait, we're
the 17th.
like doing it on Monday or is
Yeah,
it
we're watching them Monday.
Oh, cool.
Should I start from the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Oh, sorry.
I'm stupid.
I can't do this.
I got that.
What's 9 plus 10? Stupid. You're stupid.
I can't do this. I can't be a news broadcaster, Miss Schaefer. I can't do
Huh?
it. I can't do this. I can't be a news broadcaster.
You'll be fine.
And then Thursday, we're going to have a high of 42 with a low of 24 with the chances of blizzards and heavy snow. So you might want to have your shovels ready because Thursday we're going to have a storm to deal with. Then if you go to Texas, a high of 70, bright and sunny. So us up here in Illinois are probably really jealous of them down in Texas.